Democracy depends on a free press. Please support our independent journalism at democracynow.org/give. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org. To talk more about Gaza, we're joined now by Sandra Adler Killen, an emergency and pediatric nurse, an international board-certified lactation consultant. She just returned from a medical mission to Gaza. She was at Nasser Hospital and Al-Aqsa Hospital. It was her third humanitarian relief trip to Gaza. Thank you so much for being with us. What did you find in the midst of this total siege, total blockade? How is it affecting the children? How is it affecting the pregnant women and the mothers who've just given birth?
Yeah, so thank you, Amy, again. I'm so happy to be here with you. And I'm so grateful for the words that were just shared in the last segment. And it was my birthday yesterday, and I can't celebrate either after having been there and seeing what all my colleagues are going through, what the people of Gaza are going through. We have this horrific trifecta of starvation, of lack of medicine and supplies, and bombings that are dramatically impacting the lives of new mothers and newborns. We see an incredible increase in malnutrition levels. I was embedded at Al-Aqsa and Nasser hospitals, and walking down the halls, I was living there during the time that I was there, and seeing the gaunt faces of people, whether they were celebrating the birth of their new babies, new life, whether, the family members that were there, they had nothing to share, nothing to celebrate. And yet here they were wanting to rejoice in this new life and not knowing what will happen in the future. So many children, when I was there the first time a year ago, I never, ever imagined a year later, not only after seeing the horrors that I saw a year ago and thinking, well, there's going to be a ceasefire, things will end, things will get better. This can't go on. The world will not let this go on. But yet this annihilation is not only continuing, but the levels that I saw with my own eyes, it's just, there are no more words to use. Unbearable, horrific, indescribable. People can't obtain any kind of care because, number one, it's not safe to travel to the hospital. There's no ability for individuals to get prenatal care if it's too dangerous to travel. They have no money, no access to get there. Babies are being born in tents, first-time mothers with nobody around to help. And these babies are dying of starvation. Babies being brought into the hospital that I witnessed that were not survivable because of all of the blockades, because of the impacts of the bombings and the drone attacks and the inaccessibility. And then you have these incredible high levels of anemia, birth defects. I mean, I can go on and on. Increase in amount of premature babies that I saw. So many premature babies not surviving. No room in the neonatal intensive care in one of the largest functioning hospitals now in Gaza. So for me to have returned a year from my first visit and seeing what my colleagues, what these amazing human beings are doing there in terms of showing up every day without pay, having been displaced, having family members of their own having been killed. And yet they show up every day and with lack of food, lack of resources, and incredible capability and compassion and strength and love. It was such an honor, such a gift for me to be able to be there, and I will return if possible.
Well, Sandra, we only have about a minute, but I wanted to ask you, Israel is not only blockading food and supplies, but also the medical providers coming into Gaza. Could you talk about how difficult it is to get in?
Yeah, correct. So many members have been banned, international, particularly doctors, nurses, trying to support the teams there whether dealing with mass casualties like I did the first time I was there, and my focus on infant feeding and nutrition this time, it's truly almost impossible to get team members in. I think 30 to 40% are being denied after they've been approved by WHO. And so for us, seeing, there were just a handful of us at Nasser Hospital now, we're the only compassionate witnesses because press are not allowed, media is not allowed in. We're the only international individuals that can witness the true level of what is transpiring there.
Sandra Adler Killen, we want to thank you so much for being with us. Emergency and pediatric nurse, international board-certified lactation consultant, just back from Gaza. That does it for our show. Special thanks to Kevin Rabinovich. Democracy Now! Is produced with Mike Burke, Renee Feltz, Dina Guzder, Messiah Rhodes, Nermeen Sheikh, Maria Tarasena, Tammy Warren, Trina Nadura, Sam Alcock, Tamari Studio, John Hamilton. You can see our interviews with Mossab Abu Toha at democracynow.org. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. Democracy Now! Is funded by viewers like you. Please give today at democracynow.org/give.